Okay, so now to make your figure that you're going to print out with the caption, you're just going to paste that bar graph that you made in Excel. And then we're going to put a title and a caption. And so this is going to be figure 1 because it's the first and only figure you're making for this experiment. Then you're going to want to give it a title. And so the title should be something descriptive. It doesn't need to be a full sentence. And so something that that describes what's going on, right? So experimental conditions affect average opening size of stomata. Something like that works. If you don't see that experimental conditions affect the size, you can say something like the relationship between experimental conditions and average opening size of stomata, something like that. All right, and now you're going to, just on the same line here, you'll describe the methods, right? And so you'll probably want to say something about, you're going to want to say something about what you did, right? And so you have to 1 or 2 sentences about methods. Think about what was most important, right? So you had your the peel of leaf epidermis, and it was put in buffer buffer condition, then held under light condition, right? And so you want to give a few more details, right? So that you have the different buffers and the different lights both need to be mentioned. And then you're going to have to talk about the how you measured, right? Then stomate diameter measured with the micrometer of light microscope under 40 times. Something like that works. All right, and then some point you need to do the sample size, so you can do sample size n equals 40 for each condition. So that tells that for each of these bars, we have 40 samples, 40 numbers. And you don't want to write that out as a full sentence. You'll put that after a sentence where you say, you know, you talk about measuring the stomate diameter, and then n equals 40 for each condition. And that this isn't a full sentence, right? The title, but everything else should be full sentences. So this 1 to 2 sentences where you put together the description of the method should be full sentences, right? Then you can put this n equals 40 afterwards. You have error bars that represent the standard deviation around the mean. So you're going to put that sentence in. And so you can put this exact sentence in. You don't need to worry about putting that in your own words. And then you want to have the results, right? You don't need to say these are the results or put results in there, but you're going to type something that gives the results. And so what's in a result here? Here we see that the white light is the stomates of the white light were significantly greater than these 3 control conditions. And whatever your results are, these should be in relation to the p-values you found from those t-tests. So you could say something like, the stomata of the white light control condition were significantly larger than the dark control. And then you'll put the p value. If your p value, if p value less than, we can say 0.001, something like that, then put p 001. You can put that. You don't need to. I'll take 10 off of there. If it's greater, then put actual p-value on caption. And so this is just for the caption. In your lab manual where it asks for the p-values, I want you to put the actual p-values no matter how small the numbers are. But here you can use this because basically once the p-values get really small, it doesn't matter how small they are. And so there's no need to kind of report these kind of ridiculously tiny numbers. All right, and so you have to have some sort of results. And so you want to compare, you know, a couple of the groups. If they're not significantly different, that's a result too. You can say there was no significant difference between white light and dark control and then put your p-value.